Most people think low intelligence shows up in grades, test scores, or big screw-ups. Psychologists say it hides in tiny, everyday habits. Worse, those habits don't just make you look less sharp. They train your brain to become less sharp over time. Magical thinking. Some people act like luck runs the show, saying lucky socks for exams, avoiding sidewalk cracks, believing a color brings cash. It feels harmless, but your brain confusing coincidence with cause. Something good happened once, so the ritual becomes truth. Real intelligence asks, what's the evidence? Lower intelligence skips that question and builds superstition. Chronic sleep neglect. I'm fine on 4 hours. Then it's 3 a.m. doom scrolling and a foggy morning. Sleep loss wrecks memory, attention, and judgment. After one short night, your brain functions like it's intoxicated. Smart people protect sleep because it powers every other skill. Skipping it isn't toughness, it's self-sabotage. Avoiding time alone. Silence makes some people panic. No TV, no music. And they feel empty. Constant noise often masks weak internal processing. Intelligent minds use solitude to reflect and solve problems. If you can't sit with your thoughts for 10 minutes without grabbing your phone, that's not being social. That's avoidance. Living on small talk. Hours of chatter that says nothing. Weather, traffic. Thank God it's Friday. Small talk is fine to start. But only small talk signals low curiosity. Psychologists call it a low need for cognition. Intelligent people want conversations about ideas, not endless filler. Confidence without content. The loudest voice, constant interruptions, expert tone with zero substance. That's the Dunning-Kruger effect. Those who know least feel most certain. Real intelligence says, I don't know, and asks better questions. Fake intelligence hides behind volume, blindly following instructions. Some treat rules as sacred. If the manual says screw into thin air, they'll try anyway. If the recipe says 20 minutes but the chicken is raw, they'll eat it. That's not discipline. That's mental laziness. Smarter people adjust when reality contradicts the plan. Lower intelligence follows directions off a cliff. Conspiracies and superstitions. Flat Earth, microchip vaccines, planets ruining your week. These stories feel thrilling because they offer simple answers to complex issues. That's the brain choosing narrative over evidence. Smart minds verify. Lower minds accept the first dramatic explanation. Superstition blocks real solutions. Rigid thinking. That's not how we do it. New methods, tools, and ideas get rejected, not because they're wrong, and because they're different. That's cognitive inflexibility. Intelligent people adapt when the world changes. Rigid thinkers stay stuck, and life punishes stuck. Instant gratification. Why wait when you can scroll, snack, swipe? Constant quick hits train your brain to avoid effort and kill patience. The research is clear. Poor delay of gratification predicts long-term problems with money, school, and health. Smart people accept short-term discomfort for long-term payoff. Lower intelligence grabs every easy fix and calls it living. Poor listening, interrupting, nodding without processing, zoning out. Listening is thinking. It forces you to integrate new perspectives. Chronic non-listeners often have weak comprehension and bail when things get complex. Smart minds can learn from anyone. Low minds assume they already know. Reflexive dismissal. That's dumb. That'll never work. Rejecting new ideas on arrival isn't wisdom. It's avoidance. Intelligent people evaluate before they judge. Lower intelligence skips the work and defaults in no. Doom scrolling and TV addiction. Relaxation isn't the problem. Hours lost daily is. Endless feeds burn focus and wire your brain for dopamine spikes. Smart people balance entertainment with growth. Lower intelligence mistakes nonstop consumption for a life. Blind trend following. New identity every week. Brands, dances, opinions copy-pasted from the crowd. That's herd behavior, not self-expression. Intelligence asks, do I actually want this? If your personality changes with every trend, that's not depth, it's emptiness. Gaming without learning. Playing nightly yet never improving isn't a game problem. It's an adaptation problem. Intelligent players study patterns, adjust, and iterate. Low intelligence repeats the same mistakes and blames everything else. Time spent isn't growth. Reflection is. Final truth. Low intelligence isn't fate. It's the invisible habits you rehearse. Keep them, and your brain learns to stay stuck. Replace them in your thinking, confidence. And the way people respond to you will shift fast. Most people will hear this and slide back into the same loops. If you're the rare one who wants to actually rewire your mind and learn the psychology behind it, don't just watch, subscribe. Every week we break down blunt psychology truths you won't hear elsewhere but absolutely need.